Alright you guys, this is Cliff, Curry Custom Cutlery, and today we are going to take a look at how you true and mount these Scotch-Brite wheels. This could go also for a felt wheel, a cardboard wheel, any kind of wheel when you're trying to true and mount it. Here's the basics. I'm just going to walk through this. This isn't rehearsed. I took off the old one, and the first thing I noticed was my shaft was rusty. Hopefully you can see that. So before even starting, actually the very first thing is make sure your machine is screwed down, especially when we're going to do this truing process. And this may take a little bit of time to do this whole thing. We're going to just walk right through it. So I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to take a sandpaper. I'm not trying to change the diameter or the radius. I'm just trying to clean it up. There we go. And what that will do is that'll make it so that it doesn't stick or rust in the future. I'm also going to put some oil on this whole surface, and that'll help preserve it and protect it from getting rusty in the future, since it's already shown it likes to rust. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is put on the back plate. I'm going to make sure it goes all the way to the back end, and you can see there's a lip right there, and this is going to hit that little lip and stop. This is a critical part of the whole process, and this stops the wheel from pinching against the motor and allows it to spin. It's also important that it is flat. Then the next thing we'll go ahead and we'll do is we'll put this wheel on. I'm going to slide it right on, and it is snug. And when they're snug, that's great. That means you're not going to have too much up and down. You will always be able to get some side-to-side wiggle, and that's just by the nature of the way it works. And then the final thing you'll do is you put on the outside washer, and you do that in a way to where when you tighten down the screw, this is going to go in and hold it into place. Here's where the situation gets interesting, is if you were to lift up or down on the wheel, you can wiggle that wheel around on there. If I was to lift up on that wheel, and when I put it into place, and we tighten it down, make sure I'm tightening it down the right way, reverse threads on this side. Maybe not. There we go. Look away. I couldn't find the crescent wrench. There we go. I'm just tightening it snug. Now when I turn this on, hopefully you can see it chattering. Okay, and we're back. So here's another way you can see how out of true this is. And I've got a solid surface, and I'll put my marker here, and we'll bring this marker in really close, and then I'm going to move it a little closer, and right there. And so this shows me where it's hitting. It's hitting over here, and that means it's off this way. And so what you can do at that point, and this is a rough adjustment before you go grinding and trying to getting this thing trued, is I'm going to loosen that. I'm holding the whole thing. I'm going to tap it, and then I'm going to retighten it. And then we'll redo it again. Same spot. So I'm going to put it up at the top, and then I'm going to loosen it. Look away. Sorry, I can't find the crescent wrench, guys. I know it's bothering me too. And then I'm going to move this wheel down as snug as I can, and then tighten it back into position. And what we're just trying to do is see if we can't adjust roughly. And sometimes they'll have some looseness to it. And so this is a pre-grind. Now we're getting closer. See how it's... Now we're getting much better results just from doing that. So we've actually got it balanced. Once you think it's in the position where you're going to want to keep it, then lock that thing in. And whatever you do, don't unloosen it, because if you take it off and put it back on, it's going to not be out of balance again. Let me get set up for the next part of this. So now we got it roughly mounted where we can best we can get it, and we know we still, let's see how it spins now. It's not really vibrating as much, but there's probably some chatter that you can feel a little bit, and some of that may wear down as you're using it over time. But the real key, the problem is that when you try to sand this down, what I'm trying to do is I'm using a coarse grit abrasive, a worn out one, but it's still got lots left on it. Is as it chatters, it's moving this, and so everything is just moving at the same, and so you'll never get rid of the wobble. In fact, you may actually increase it. So what you need to do is you need to have a fixed object, and I'm not saying that this is the most safe thing to do, and please, this is just for demonstration purposes only. I'm not suggesting anybody try to do this, but the wheel is going down, and we're going to let this come over to it, and then as it gets close, then I'm going to press and hold. I'm holding this surface down and flat. You can actually hear it chattering. And then as it's chattering, I'm just going to lightly press in. And I'm going to move it back and forth. And it may take a little while. And this is why you want to have your bench grinder firmly bolted down. And then every so often you'll need to move to a different portion of the belt. There we go. Belt's hot right there. Don't touch that. And it takes a lot of patience. These wheels are incredibly tough and durable. The key to this whole process demonstration is to show you that you need to have a solid object to move up against it, or else your hand will just chatter along with it and you won't get any result at all. Already that's getting nearly smooth and perfect. And it's not a quick, easy process. This looks wonky because it's out. So when I put my hand next to it now, the other way it can be out of balance is this way, which is side to side. And you can adjust that and lock it back in as well. You can see how far out I am on this. That's probably for me just goofing around with it. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea of how to true these wheels. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and reach out to me. I tried to do my best here with it. Maybe not my highest quality video, but hopefully it'll give you guys a demonstration and show you guys an idea of how you can do it yourself. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Aloha. Hey!